Hey family, sorry I've been off the grid a little bit. Brother Oklahoma's been in the process of moving into my awesome new house, but let me just tell you how much I hate moving. I am never moving again. Just the amount of shit that I've moved up and down stairs and around and had to put the beds together and carry mattresses. It's been a disaster. Dude, I had to carry books, just boxes of books, kids' books, my wife's medical books, just like the whole Library of Congress up my stairs. And it was 96 degrees outside, getting it from the truck in the house. And then your wife the whole time's like, put that here, put that there. Oh no, I think I want that down here now, you know? Oh God, agony, just agony. And so we did all that. And then I've spent the last couple days hanging mirrors and toilet paper racks, towel racks, all that honeydew shit. Oh, and my favorite thing, if you ever know this about me, I hate all those motivational things that women like to put up in houses. Like, you're incredible, or you're perfect just the way you are. And my wife loves that shit. Any room you walk into and there's a list of instructions on how to live your life on the damn wall. It's just the worst, but happy wife, happy life and all that. So I hang them up. The worst part about it is the one I hate the most is always the biggest pain in the ass to put up. There's one that's called You're Flawsome, because you embrace your flaws and you're just an awesome just the way you are. So you're Flawsome. I hate that one so much. Just drives me up a wall, and it took forever to hang it, and then it stripped out. It was just awful. It's been awful. And then you got to listen to your wife patronize you as you get older. You young guys won't know this, but she's like, be careful, big guy. Don't hurt your back. Like I'm not in my fucking prime. So that's a little insulting too. So then I really started carrying big shit up that stairs just to let her know how awesome I still am. And I'll have you know that about 8 ibuprofen, 3 ice packs, and a few booze later, I was absolutely just fine. Thank you very much. Prime indeed. I just got my internet set back up, and so now I'm back online and ready to start bothering you all again. How sad you must have been, and I'm so sorry for that great sadness without Brother Oklahoma in your heart, but salvation is back in your life. Last night, I headed in to the War Within, and I got all the way to level 75 just doing the Isle of Dorn. One of the first things that came to me as I was playing through the intro quests, we really need to sit down as a faction and talk about our intelligence gathering. I mean, how many expansions have we started now where some random crisis out of some island we didn't even know about has occurred, and now we're in the fight of our lives and we're barely hanging on by a thread? What we need to do is send out a bunch of guys on griffins for some long-range patrols. Really get a good count of how many actual islands are left on this map, because they keep popping up. And every one of them apparently has an existential crisis we've got to face. And I get that to the WoW retail community, this is the pinnacle of great writing and storytelling. But I got to tell you, from my perspective, we really need to talk about our lack of reconnaissance and intelligence coming in, because we keep getting blindsided by some pretty heavy shit. And I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest. I mean, don't we have MI7? What the hell happened to all the rogues? Well, let's take a look. The War Within top classes, let's see. Oh, yeah. There's my pink family. This number'd be 80% if they knew the truth. Should be paladins all the way down. That's a perfect world. And just while we're here at the paladin, just wanted to remind everyone, Horde paladins aren't real. I'm so proud of the 13.1% of you that chose the correct class to play. Very, very good decision. I'm surprised that hunters are as popular as they are, because people say that, well, people love pets, so they like hunters. Hunters do not like pets. Hunters are psychos. They go around the world and collect all the animals they can and put them in a stable. The retail hunter has nothing to do with having a bond with an animal that you care about. It's about cycling through and using an animal for a buff and then shoving them back in the stable if they don't have the right one. Or finding the prettiest and most unique animals in the world and capturing them and then shoving them in your stable as well. Hunters are kind of psychos when it comes to animals, and it's kind of scary. I'm always surprised at how popular they are. given that they actually don't like animals at all. And then, of course, druids, what are you going to do? It's a type, right? And then we get down here into the dum-dums and the Mortal Kombat grip. Something about that death grip, these death knights just can't get over. But look down here. We're running out of rogues. They're barely more popular than those horrible-looking dragons. How anyone can play a dragon, I don't know. The second you log into your character screen, I just would throw up. The rogue community is in massive decline. I could tell you why this is. I mean, in my opinion, it's because there's actually not a lot of uniqueness between these classes, because every one of them does high damage. Every one of them has a ton of defensives, a ton of healing, whatever. Rogues used to be, the whole catch with the rogue is, right, in most fantasy games is it's squishy, but it's high damage. Well, now they're like one of the tankiest classes in the game with like double evasion, feint. Even if you get popped out of stealth, you can still use stealth abilities for a few seconds. I mean, it's the most low skill spammable shit ever now. It used to be about being patient and not getting popped out of stealth. It used to be a really high skill class. Now it's just the same old spam your defensives, wait for your cooldowns like every other class. And so then it really just comes down to, is the gameplay fun, or is it more fun than these other classes? And the answer is clearly no to most people. And so there's not a lot of rogues. And so now I guess we don't get a lot of intelligence. And here we are again with another island ambush where the whole world's at stake. And it's getting a little consistent. I get it, okay? We're going to help the earthen, and we're going to go down into the ground, and we're going to save the Azerite soul or core or whatever that is. I don't know, the big swirly ball in the middle of Azeroth. Fine. But can we get at least these 3.7% rogues on griffins to go scout around Azeroth? We have dragon riding now. We can soar and fly really fast everywhere. There's no excuse now. We got to get a good accounting of what's going on, get the map figured out, and start assessing these threats before they blow up shit. So the intelligence/rogue communities really kind of let the Alliance down, in my opinion. And look, they've really paid for it now, because now you lost your awesome class hall. That class hall in the sewer of Dalaran with the vault and the dummies and all the pirates and thugs down there chilling was awesome. So sucks to suck, because now you lost your class hall because you guys weren't out there doing your damn job. You know, when I first saw the Void Bomb getting built up, I thought, well, it looks like we're going to be okay, because it looked like maybe there for a second she was just going to blow up the Horde side. Like that chunk was going to fall off, which in my opinion would have made the whole town look a lot nicer. But nope, apparently the whole city got the Void Boom Boom. And she's gone. Fishing fountain and all. We shall remember you, dear Dalaran, for your faithful service as a main hub and two of the best expansions in all of World of Warcraft. Rest in peace, dear Dalaran. You were an absolute gem, and you will be missed, especially with my 15-minute Hearthstone. It's really sad, and do better, rogues. And so with a heavy heart, I continued on, and I cleared the Isle of Dorn. I got to level 75. I haven't done any of the dungeons yet, because I know what the end game in World of Warcraft is, just doing dungeons over and over, and I don't want to burn myself out. So I'll get to doing dungeons and stuff when I hit max level and I'm trying to get gear, and then I'll do heroics and all that. I'm coming in like a storm. You can know that. Another thing I noticed while I was out leveling a little bit, and I wanted to talk about this, is that the gathering resources are getting a little over the top. I mean, with the IED ore mines and the herbs now looking like they're headed to the Met Gala, I mean, we're a long way from copper veins and peace bloom. This stuff is getting pretty outlandish. We might want to tone it back just a bit. It's kind of cool, I guess. But what about immersion? I don't know. Is it a little too comical? What do you guys think? Am I just being an old cranky bastard? That could be the case. But I think they're getting a little over the top. I will say, however, they are easy to identify, and they're kind of funny in that sense. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'm going to do some videos on my leveling experience and just all my opinions on the factions and stuff like that, but I'm going to hold off until I get it all done and kind of take it all in. Just get a little more of this expansion under my belt. So far, just after clearing the first zone and just kind of getting a feel for the class and the hero talents and all the new stuff, it really feels like Dragonflight 2, with the exact same strengths and weaknesses that Dragonflight had. Most certainly one of the strengths is the beautiful zones, and Isle of Dorn is gorgeous. I'm super excited to see the rest of them. I'm getting ready to head down into the next one, but I had to get a video out. Blizzard always makes the most beautiful zones, and it's always amazing to me just how good of a job they do with this stuff. And the enemies, like the Nerubians and the giant monsters and giants and animals, it's just so cool. And when you go inside the buildings, the hearths and the fires and the tables, they just do such a good job. And may I say as well, the music is just outstanding. I think the music is great. Now, I've only been on the Isle of Dorn so far, so his opinions might change. But so far, so good in those areas. I think both the beauty and the music and just the leveling experience so far been pretty great. Some people said that the leveling got nerfed, but I just now started, so I won't notice the difference. So I guess in that way, it works out good for me. I'm having a lot of fun leveling. And now I'm all set up in the new pad with an excellent new office. And I've got an awesome black and white buffalo picture in my office. I got a camera coming soon, and I'll put it up for you guys. You got to see my buffalo picture. It's just outstanding. So I wanted you guys to know I'm coming in hot right behind you. And I'm going to finish leveling, and then I'll start pumping out my guide soon. So stay tuned, family. Oklahoma out.